Back off the restricted list. Mancini in there. And Vidal-Brujan smacks a third inning in the booth. Grammy nominated hugely selling artist, one of the biggest selling artists of the last.
He's excited that he gets a pitch with a dappled sunset. There's a good changeup, just misses. So he's pitching in.
Kremer to Brujan. He swings and misses, and the bat goes flying. Nearly hit Chris Prieto to Tampa. It's a little high to Yandy Diaz, designated hitter from opening day. A struggling team offensively. Tampa Bay 35-28. The Rays are down to Wander Franco still on the injured list, as is Brandon Lau, Mike Zunino. So it is a banged up team for Kevin.
And Diaz plays a big part of it because of his on-base percentage.
He whacks this one into right field, and Diaz will up that on-base percentage with a base hit. Tonight's umpire.
He also makes you throw it over.
And Choi will swing through a. It's up and away to Choi. And another off-speed pitch. Working with Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, if you waste a lot of pitches in the first inning here, you're not doing yourself any favors. They don't see the ball real well. Be able to command them. We're going to see. Yeah, pitching is so much touch and blown to right field. So we'll see if the.
On the ground to first, fair ball. Mancini gets it out to second.
Oh, but he didn't tag him.
Oh, there was no tag. Keeps the inning alive for Randy Arozarena, who takes a called strike in CB Buckner's zone.
Brady this year, 423 lifetime, and he hits the fastball as well as any other pitch. So what do? Cut her away, change up, down, and in.
It's different to start tonight ahead of Arozarena. And Arozarena pops up a cutter. Odor is there, and the inning is over. So a good start for Kremer with a strikeout in a scoreless first. Mullins, Mancini, Santander coming to bat against Shane Baz. Games this year. Rays swept the opening series in Tampa, and then the Orioles a month ago took 2 out of 3. Harold Ramirez in the second. Takes a strike from Dean Kremer. Ramirez starting in right field for just the 5th time. First base.
Yeah, we saw him last year with the. Talk about a team that's playing well. Guardians.
Very well.
Yeah. Perfect low and away fast out. Gets back into the count. And there's another good one.
2 runs, 1 earned in that game. And Ramirez is jammed here over to Trey at first base. Mancini will take it himself. I'll mention the Orioles have doubled their win total against.
Late, Bruce Zimmerman had to go down to AAA Norfolk. Kind of, what do they call it now? If he stays healthy, he should come back and pitch well in the big leagues.
Brett Phillips right to Mateo.
That's how you go 0 for 30 next year. But going to talk about shifts and so forth.
Brett Phillips will be putting in his vote to ban the shifts after that as Isaac Paredes fouls out to third. That's a whip quick inning. 9 pitches in a 1-2-3 second for Dean Kremer.
What contract?
As good as new. Taylor Walls a first pitch swing, and that is a foul ball against a Dean Kremer curveball. After a 9-pitch second inning for Dean, he's
birthday throws a little bit harder, but both of them have 4 pitches.
Sun still sneaking through, but at least are fully in shadow now. Strike 2 on a foul tip. Bleak strain while warming up, 3rd game of the year. Into right from Walls, and Santander is there.
Yeah, so the balls that are
quite happy with. There's the catcher Pinto, and there's a strike. I heard Brandon say the confidence higher Been a couple of starts. I'm curious what you've seen in Dean's.
To the wrong hitters last year, contrary to what he did for the 4 games, really the 3 of the 4 games in 2020. Loved his stuff, loved the velocity. The fact that he's got 4 pitches, come to the Orioles and go up.
Yeah, led all of forward after a couple of decent starts. Had that 3-run home run Sunday. And he gets Pinto swinging here.
Defenders close the holes.
Desperate for some offensive action, Tampa Bay. Van Brujan flares one over the third baseman Nevin. Got a change up away and poked it into left for Tampa Bay's second hit.
Hey.
And Brujan is just 2 for 6. There he goes. And now he faked a steal. It doesn't matter anyway as Diaz fouled it off.
Well, he actually started playing.
On the IL, including maybe their top 5 relievers. 2-2 as Brujan was on the move there.
I don't see them ever do that.
Brujan's going again. It's a called third strike, and the inning is over. So don't worry about the throw because Kremer picks up his.
Yes.
What's it like playing in a baseball stadium?
I mean, the energy from the still can't come out ready to party. So I'm just the guy who just comes out there, I'm the life of the party, and I enjoy, just making them dance, move, smile, and just see all the families that come out to support as well is always great. 3 people in Sardinia, Italy,
3 people in Sardinia, Italy?
Yes, on a big.
And we used to train in Miami, so kind of know it pretty well. They used to win all the basketball.
Yeah, and the colors, I always loved the Orioles just because the colors of, my high school and everything, so.
You're
black,
an
orange, and white.
Black and orange high school as well.
I mean, I love playing. I play baseball a little bit, just being, little league and things like that. But I always loved basketball.
Now you're pretty big.
Loved playing basketball and baseball for the most part.
3-1 here to Arozarena.
It's crazy how, back then, I was so enthused about carrying the radio and caring about the music to the point where it's like, now that I was fortunate to start my own league, I thought about that. I was just like, that kept me out. Yeah, right. I could name it the 826. Definitely inspired by Eminem.
So I was
for the album.
Yeah.
And definitely, man, much love to my brother DJ Monty and T-Pain. The record just went
You're the most.
Definitely low.
Definitely low.
Definitely wow when I'll collaborate sometimes.
Yes, right.
Yeah, actually working on the studio album now.
Oh, I really?
We got the new records coming out June 3rd on TV. I got a couple of more gigs I got to do as far as televised, but we're dropping the record on the 30th.
I had a catcher when I got to Baltimore.
That is outside Ramirez, ball 4, and the inning continues. So, Jim, artists want to be zen, want to be relaxed. What's a day like for you before you get up on stage?
I mean, that's actually true, but I couldn't turn this down. This is amazing, just to be watching the game and just the whole ambiance and things.
Would you have more?
This is phenomenal.
Only
Yes.
one Camden Yard.
Yes.
Have you been here before at Camden?
Yes. I'm a real guy who likes to be out with the people with my.
You're out
fans.
in the grocery store. You're
Yeah,
out. You're out.
my music when I'm in there just because they see me and
Because
they
they
put it on the speaker, and I'm thinking it's just playing.
Change the playlist. Party. Forget the
Yes,
show. You're going to be
it's
here
my
for the party. That is a third strike of Phillips on a fastball inside. Florida.
One misplaced changeup in the middle of the plate.
Year-old third baseman acquired from Detroit this offseason. And a high fly from Paredes into center. 2 pitches, 1 out.
Keys to success. And when he didn't, he turned the next guy hit in a double.
Caught the corner with a cutter.
much last year. Diaz hit that pitch into right field for a single.
And a high fastball to get it.
Commanding his stuff, and also the fact that he's able to maintain his velocity.
That's popped up by Pinto. Santander chugging in, and it's another 1-2-3 inning.
He hit the third one into left field. Only leadoff batter in.
As Kremer tries to get an out in the fifth. He is not going to do it here as Hayes traps a base hit from Brujan as we go down to Brett Hollander, who's probably somewhere at another concession stand.
I wish. Kevin, Tyler Nevin made some spectacular plays at third base in Toronto. He feels he's really settling in.
Locker?
8.
Wow. Does he have another locker?
Well, he's
stolen over 40 bases in the minor leagues.
Here's a big cut by Kremer. Not trying to get at least one out in the sixth today. And Diaz will send one into center field, and he will oblige on a line drive to Mullins.
Yeah, perfectly situated, Cedric.
Checking the premises out. There goes Brujan. Rutschman's throw to second, the tag, and he is out. A one-hop throw and a second career caught stealing. Aided greatly by Mateo, and boy, does that loom large now as Choi floats one off the wall and right. Santander trying to get him at second. Mateo's tag is a little late here, and Jorge immediately points to the dugout.